The Clarity Act moved closer to becoming law after the Senate Banking Committee approved the bill in a 15-9 bipartisan vote last week. This vote represents a significant legislative milestone for the digital asset market, as it signals growing support from both sides of the aisle. The bill is now positioned to advance to the full Senate for floor debate, with potential presidential signing expected around August 3. The Clarity Act is the top legislative priority for the crypto industry, aiming to establish a clear regulatory framework by distinguishing between digital commodities and securities. This distinction is critical because it defines whether the SEC or CFTC will oversee a particular token. A central structural element of the bill draws a hard jurisdictional line, assigning oversight based on whether a token functions as a security or as a digital commodity within a decentralized protocol. This structural element is intended to bring clarity and predictability to a sector that has long operated. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. In regulatory limbo, Galaxy Research estimates a 75% chance of the Clarity Act becoming law in 2026, citing the recent committee approval as a major step forward. Alex Thorne, head of Galaxy Research, outlined a timeline suggesting Senate floor debate could begin in mid-June, with House-Senate reconciliation potentially wrapping up by late July. However, Congress has only 9 weeks of Senate floor time before the August 10 recess, after which substantive legislation rarely progresses during a midterm election cycle. Prediction market. Polymarket has priced the odds of the Clarity Act becoming law at 68%, up from 46% at the start of May, though still below Thorne's 75% estimate. Solana Policy Institute President Kristen Smith is more cautious, assigning a 60% probability of passage despite the growing bipartisan momentum. While the bill has gained traction, several hurdles remain before it can reach the president's desk. Lawmakers still need to navigate the full Senate and House reconciliation processes, which could be impacted by shifting political priorities and external pressures. The Clarity Act's success will depend on maintaining bipartisan support and avoiding regulatory pushback from agencies like the SEC or CFTC. The next signal to watch is the Senate floor debate, scheduled to begin in mid-June, which will determine whether the bill moves forward or stalls in the legislative process. If the bill clears the Senate, the final stage will involve House-Senate negotiations and a final vote before any potential presidential signing. The outcome: most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Of these steps will define the future regulatory landscape for digital assets in the United States. Market participants are closely monitoring the Clarity Act's progress, as its passage could reshape the industry by providing much-needed clarity and reducing regulatory uncertainty. The Clarity Act is not just a legislative priority for crypto companies, but also a test of Congress's ability to adapt to technological innovation. If passed, the bill could serve as a model for future regulatory frameworks in other emerging sectors.